today, today of all days, we have a video here. Um, there was a letter written by a certain inmate. Now, this inmate happens to be, hmm, they happen to be a nuisance streamer. You know, they go to different countries. You know, they've been to Japan, Thailand, Philippines. No, not the Philippines. They haven't been to the Philippines. Korea. But it seems in Korea that's where they got caught up. You know what I'm saying? Oh, this. Let me just cut to the chase. This person, this writer of this letter is Johnny Somali. His letter got kind of leaked. So we're gonna check out a video by Legal Mindset. We're gonna go over the letter and some other stuff as well, I'm sure. And yeah, let's check it out. Links to the video and link to the channel that we're about to watch will both be in the description below. Let's get it. This one,
Johnny Somali is coping hard in a leaked prison letter that we have exclusive access to. We're going to get that today on the Legal Mindset, where we teach you to be your own judge. I'm Andrew Esquire, American attorney who has been tracking the Johnny Somali, Ramzi Khalid Ismail case from the...
I can't wait to see what's in this letter, bro. I can't wait to see what's in this letter. Because I bet he wants to, he's going to say something that like makes him seem apologetic, you know, for what he's done. He's gotta be hoping that it's not too late to show sympathy and to have a lighter sentence put on him. But from all his other actions and everything, and from actions of others, like what's her name? I think her name was Bon Bon. She didn't appeal on the ruling of the case. So they have to go through that now. And they're calling and saying that since part of the judge's final verdict was that Bon Bon wasn't significantly embarrassed, or her pride wasn't hurt significantly enough to warrant her case against her charge against Johnny. So they didn't incorporate that charge, which was the deepfake charge, into the ruling. And Bon Bon kind of appealed back and said, "Hey, I just don't really show emotion like that, but I really was hurt." And so that's probably gonna go through, and the time for Johnny to be in prison might go up. And now they're also looking to there's also the possibility that other charges might come and bump up Johnny's time now that he's already in prison, you know? There's no holding emoji in Twitch. Not that I know of. But yeah, let's get to this. Let's see what this letter says. He's got to sound apologetic and everything, I'm sure. Oops, wrong button.
Beginning to end, and perhaps has the best insight into his psychology here and exactly why he's coping hard as he faces 6 months, now up to a year, behind bars in a Korean detention center. So for those that don't know or may have been hiding under a bush, our defendant here, our subject here today is, of course, Ramzi Khalid Ismail, Johnny Somali, who is a nuisance streamer causing trouble in...
Bro, why would you go around in public doing like just smacking your head like that and yelling just to like have people look at you like you're retarded or some shit, like you're something's wrong with you? Like why would you do that?
In Israel, in Japan, and now locked up in South Korea after his crime spree with 8 criminal charges, all of which he was
why you shouldn't drop the soap in prison. That's the movie he's gonna be in.
Found guilty on, got him landed in jail. And as those
streamer
following this know, and we'll talk about in my opening statements, Ramzi Khalid Ismail, Johnny Somali, was sentenced to 6 months with labor in addition to 5 years registration as a offender, and beyond
Yes.
that, having his phones confiscated. Now, he did appeal as well as the prosecutors did appeal. And as we covered in my previous videos, that means he'll likely be there for another 6 months. So he's likely looking.
Yeah, for when he do an appeal, then the it takes an extra 6 months for them to prepare for the appeal. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of extended his time for no reason. Are you ready to play schedule one? What up, Flet? I can play in a bit, but I gotta do these things real quick. Um, but the appeal takes 6 months to get ready to process, or like pretty much to process and prepare for. He would have been out if he by the time the appeal goes through. And so because he has to wait for the appeal now, that's an extra 6 months he has to wait in prison or wait in detainment before they actually get to him. So he kind of screwed himself. He gave himself extra time for no reason.
Looking at a year in detention, especially waiting there during that appeal. So he's going to be there.
But at the same time, like the prosecution also appealed, so that was gonna happen either way. Which added a debuff to his time exactly.
For a little while, but the prosecutors had recommended 3 years, so he got way lower of a sentence than was recommended by prosecutors, and hopefully that can be extended. Now, as we look at this letter, we're going to see some reasons.
I mean, it might go back up to 3 years or something.
Why that needs to be extended and why he absolutely needs more time. Now, to be clear, as we covered, his only form of outside communication is by letter. There's no phone calls or anything else. And we received a leaked copy of a letter that was sent to Johnny Somali. So let's turn to that. I want to take this opportunity to remind everyone to subscribe to the channel and make sure when you click on that subscription, you have all your notifications turned on, because YouTube has a way of not letting you know when the latest and greatest are out unless you make sure those notifications are indeed on for the channel. And if you really like the content, consider joining as a member. We have 2 exclusive member streams every month where you can ask absolutely any question, and we go into a little bit more casual and fun topics that we don't normally cover in the normal streams. So make sure you do that, subscribe, and consider joining as a member. Thanks. So here we go. We have the letter. It has his name here. It's kind of how you have to send them, their name, their prisoner number. That's the person who sent it. And they mailed it to him in order to, send him some information, send him letters, and he can send back and forth these letters. So this individual sent him a letter, and this is Ramzi writing back from prison in response to this individual's letter.
Okay.
So let's get into it here. We have the entire letter, but I've pieced this out for you so we can focus on the sections.
Oh, I can't wait. Let's get it.
So it says to Lee Hano, I appreciate you writing me and wishing me well.
Okay.
Your support means a lot.
Okay.
I actually have been having fun here, and it's been a good week so far.
Bro. He's been having fun. X'd it out, to be honest. And he sounds so so polite, so kind, so nice, so different than what he would sound if he was outside of those walls. Huh. I wonder why. What could possibly be the reason Johnny Somali is acting kind and nice and polite when writing this letter?
I am staying healthy and laughing a lot with a good group of cellmates and other inmates in prison. Well, I'm going to stop there. Johnny Somali has always had a personality where he's Laffy Taffy, where nothing affects him. He's never sorry. He's never down. He's never beat. He's never defeated. And Johnny Somali is going into this trying to think he's going to get a W, think he's going to win a quick appeal, think he's going to get out of there quickly. So I don't think he would, in any circumstance, under any circumstance, say, I'm having a horrible time. This is breaking me. I'm done, whatever. But I also think it's complete cope and not true that he's quote unquote having fun.
He's not.
This guy is on a set schedule. He has no outside time. He's stuck in a cell with several other people.
He's probably sleeping by the toilet too, which is just a hole in the floor. There's no not like a toilet. It's just a hole in the floor. It's not a fixture there.
And he's in a position where he's not having access to the internet, social media, anything else we enjoy. I can't say that he would possibly be, quote unquote, having fun. But let's continue here. It's kind of like a hotel, just without my phone or laptop smiley face. And I want to focus on that
smiley face. He added a smiley face. Man's trying. Oh my god, it's kind of like a hotel. Is it Johnny? Like, but without your phone or laptop. Are you still running around? Are you harassing the rest of the prisoners? Are you still, doing your shtick? Are you still doing that? Are you actually, behaving, keeping to yourself, trying to stay small? Are you shrinking yourself, Johnny? Is that what you're doing? I feel like he's shrinking himself.
Smiley face, because this smiley face tells a huge story here. That's the type of smiley face that you're like, this is really not fun, but I'm just drawing this here for performative effect, right? This is absolutely the most cope smiley face I've ever seen in my life, and it tells a huge story. Your letter boosted my spirits, and we even include the TV schedule you sent onto the wall. Well, very interesting. If it boosted your spirit.
This is Johnny right here. That's a smiley face. Right there. That's it. He's wearing that mask. He's trying to show that he's happy and everything, but deep down, he's crying, bro. He's bawling. He's done.
And perhaps they weren't that high after all anyways. Perhaps that wasn't that great anyways. So the letter continues here. Thank you for offering to add money to my commissary account. My prisoner number is at blank. If you send me English books or textbooks to study, the CFA.
I like how you said he said Johnny's prisoner number is blank. He's not gonna give him that. You what up, MC? He's not gonna give him that. He's not gonna tell people what Johnny's prisoner number is so that they can send him shit. He's like, nah, bro, I can't have that.
A certified financial analyst exam or test, or other books on the stock market or economics, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much. From Ramsey Cletus, Malakity, Johnny Somali. And we verified this signature by looking back at other documents where he's signed, and we know his signature. We've seen his signature in other places. So we work with the Somali conviction team. Shout out to everybody on that team that looked at that, compared that, and said, yeah, this checks out. This is a 100% legit letter, legit signature. He also says, P.S. for any books on the stock market, I would like a book on U.S. stock market trading. Thank you. A little heart. Very interesting here. So a couple things. First of all, it shows he really is trying to beg here. He really doesn't have that money for the commissary to purchase things, even if he has a person he can speak to in Korean that's going to order for him, etc. Right? He's literally pretending to be broke as a joke, even though we know, and this is very relevant, that he scammed a bunch of money off of Hank. Now we have reports that that amount is up to $80,000 total. So
damn. $80,000 total? For those of you who don't know, Hank is pretty much like one of Johnny's, his only friend, kind of. Or it was more like Johnny was just leeching off of him every time while they were in Korea. Like, for a while he had he was following Johnny around and, just being there for his antics. When he goes out harassing his own people, he would just be there. And then eventually he disappeared. And then we stopped seeing Hank altogether. And Hank didn't even show up for Johnny's court date. Like, he didn't even show up for that shit. That's when we really knew, because Johnny had to have been, he wasn't making much money on his whole streaming shit. He was leeching off Hank for a place to live, for food to eat, for any and everything. And so it looks like it racked up to being $80,000 or whatever, however much he said. But yeah, Hank is also apparently suing Johnny for that money. So he just leached off of him. Karma.
about $20,000-$30,000 for living expenses, legal fees, and about another $50,000 that he scammed off Hank, allegedly to invest in the U.S. stock market. So allegedly, Hank had told Johnny, "Hey, invest in the U.S. stock market for me because I can't do it, and do that for me." And he didn't do that, right? So that's part of that conflict between Hank and Johnny. And this lines up here, him looking at the stock market or economics, and I'm looking at stock options trading, that he's essentially Ramsey has rugged Hank and is looking to get that money and put that money elsewhere. Maybe Hank will finally be motivated to actually sue and bring some action against Johnny Somali, which could keep him in there for even longer. So let's go to my judgment. In judgment here, Somali is coping about having fun, but clearly he is taking 6 months lightly. Now, one thing I will say is he probably doesn't know he's going to be in there for up to a year because he's not having people communicate our videos and everything. He's not watching all of my videos as he used to. Used to put that one dislike on my video. I'm kind of missing that dislike from Somali now. But in that case, he's clearly not taking it seriously enough. He's also planning to invest that cash that he scammed from Hank in U.S. stocks, and perhaps planning to make that a thing that he's doing in the future. But all this does show is that he needs more jail time, that he clearly is thinking that this is some sort of temporary thing, sort of like going to a unfavorable summer camp for a little while, or a hotel, as he called it. And he's going to take this as a joke. And it shows that when he comes out of this, he is going to just be doing the same thing. He's going to go back to the same behavior. He's not going to be a changed man. He's not a person who says, "I'm so sorry for my act."
People like Johnny Somali do not change. He feels like he's been rewarded for his actions already, so he's not gonna change. Like, he made money doing what he was doing, and even if it was a little bit of money for a bit, he got attention from people, which seems like that's mainly what he really wants. But excuse me, he enjoyed doing that shit because of all the attention he was getting. So I doubt he's gonna change. That's more of an incentive for him to keep doing what he was doing. He's probably in there plotting. Like, at some point, he's gonna get angry into the point where he starts plotting what he's going to do when he gets out. So he's, you know what I'm saying? He's not changing. He's already. He just is. His anger meter is just growing while he's in there. That's it.
Actions. I feel horrible. This is something that I never felt like I would be in. This is a nightmare. This is something that, I would never thought I'd experience. None of that contrition, none of that fear, none of the other things he needs to feel in order to actually be changed by the experience. And that's why prosecutors need to push for more time and need to give him more time. They have appealed, and hopefully we will get that. Guys, I want to know what you think in the comments below, and I will catch you on the next one. This is the last call on the pre-order for the cabbages. If you haven't had a chance to get your cabbage, the pre-sale order window is closing very, very soon. So I'd like to give everybody the opportunity to get those. We've had an amazing turnout with that. But if you haven't got it, if you're thinking about it, you're debating it, make sure you head over there and get your cabbage ASAP. Also, I wanted to give a final call if anyone wants to give a donation for the Somali conviction team over there on Ko-Fi as we transition to other topics, talking about other things. This is the last chance, last call I want to have for people giving back to the team that has been instrumental in making sure that Ramsey Khalid Ismail gets a maximum sentence. So head over there to Ko-Fi if you want to donate there, or grab yourself a cabbage, and I will see you on the next video.
Take care. Sleep well. Enjoy it. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Okay, so that video, what do y'all think? Let me know in the comments below. Johnny Somali, we saw a never before sight of Johnny Somali in that letter, and I'm willing to guess that the contents of that letter were not sincere. It's Johnny Somali after all, bro. But anyway, yeah, let me know what y'all think about that in the comments below. Yeah, peace and much love to you.